Good morning, good morning, good morning, God. I don't even know if you guys hear the music yet. Let me give it to you. Good morning. I don't know if y'all getting the go-go in YouTube, but we are getting it on Zoom and Facebook, so let's get it going, y'all. Come on. Let's go live on Facebook. Let me get my coffee first. Go Tuesday's back. Yeah. All right, we're back. Go Tuesday, we back. Let's go. Yeah, Unc's around. Go Tuesday. We in the building. Let's go. Let's get them. Yeah. Where the hell? Where am I at now? Where I'm at? Good morning, everybody. Young Kid, let's go. Let's get all this stuff together here today. I like all the hip hop stuff, but you know what, man? Come on, man. For me, I've heard a lot of it. I'm not that impressed. I do like to see the legendary classic stuff happen. Good morning, Unc here. Let's go. Let's get them. Go Tuesday, everybody. Let's get them going. I'm working on this commercial for my company. I'm not there yet. I got to do a little more work to it. It'll be right. Once I get it, I got to add some stuff. I got to redo my part. I feel like I'm reading. Good morning. Go Tuesday. We here. We in the building. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah. Let's get him. Unc here. Let's work. Come on. Dr. D Nice, good morning, sis. How you doing? I got to check in with you and see how your summer's going. Live on YouTube, live on Facebook or Meta, whatever y'all want to call this thing. Not live on Twitch or TikTok yet, but we'll figure that out. Shout out to my dudes at Boardwalk Global. They'll figure that out for me. Hey, let's get them. Little go-go music for you guys. Hey. Hey. Yeah. Let's go to my classic one I like. Let's go. A little go-go music for y'all to get started this morning. A little go-go music for y'all to get started. Let's go. Let's go, classic. Yeah, man, we had a great talk yesterday. We came back yesterday. We're back for the new season 3. We had a good talk yesterday with we talked about, when was it ever right to hit a woman? That was a good way to come back. A little splash, a little controversy. I thought that was good. Shout out to my boy MC Sticky, told a story. Yeah, got hit. A woman hit him this weekend. And, so I wanted to hear his views on it. It was kind of crazy. And from up until this point, she had not apologized or anything. She just, things happen. We're guys, we can take it. Y'all thinking old Crazy Joe's old, right? He knocked off another one of Biden's crew over there in Anytime the president, let me tell you something. When that president is having issues, right? Inflation going up, all this crazy stuff is happening. Let me show you something. Somebody gonna get knocked off. Somebody gonna get knocked off. Yeah, they knocked this guy off. This dude they got him over in Afghanistan. Zawahiri. So we gotta be careful. Al-Zawahiri got knocked off. They hit him with a drone. They droned him right on his porch. I'm telling you, they can get you, man. When the government wants you, when America wants you, America, you got to understand, America is they don't play. They're about to have some beef with the Chinese, though. The Chinese is on something. Who would you rather have if we would ever have to really go to war, whatever the case may be? Would you want Trump at the helm or you want Biden at the helm? Because, at least Biden know how to run the shit. You know what I'm saying? Wow. TikTok is kicking ass. I'm on Facebook right now, and I'm telling you right now, I'm on YouTube, Facebook. TikTok is beating everybody's ass right now. I'm telling you right now. The young kids got it. Good morning, Beanie Long. How you doing? Wendy Williams is podcasting, by the way, in case y'all didn't know. Wendy Williams. Do y'all hear the music? I just want to make sure y'all hear the music playing. It's a little low in my ears. Hey. Go Tuesday, everybody. We in the building. OSG Denim and White Party coming up this Saturday, August 6th. Oh, man, let me find that flyer. Trump, you really want Trump? No, Trump is not. No, I wouldn't want Trump, man. Trump is not really, he's not really qualified. You know what I'm saying? I don't want, I need a, no. You know what I'm saying? No. I need somebody with some experience, man. You know what I'm saying? Trump be hiring people just because he like them. Trump's like a rapper. You know what I'm saying? Trump's like a rapper. They hire their mans in them to manage them. I'm going to hire my mans in them. That's my mans. Nah, man. Biden will work with a motherfucker he hate. You know what I'm saying? And be cool with it, too. You know what I mean? Hey, man, we don't see eye to eye on this, but we're going to go out there and kill some Chinese. You know what I'm saying? You keep that. TikTok's kicking Meta and IG's ass. And the woke people, they on Beyonce. Hold on, I'll be right back. I got to turn my coffee pot off. Good morning, everybody. Unks is here. We are back in effect. Why do I have this blanket on my couch? There we go. I like that look right there. Let's work. Come on. Unks in the building. Let's go. Go Tuesday, everybody. We back in effect. We're going on at 7. Yeah, I don't ask you what you'd rather have. I'm just saying you would rather have Trump. I wouldn't want Trump in a real time of war. I would want, you know what I'm saying? He would like, I dropped the mother of all bombs. No. I don't need the mother of all bombs. I need a drone knocking off the head of somebody who got beef with you. You know what I'm saying? I want motherfucker just fall down. Oh shit! What happened to him? He's like, what? Damn. Abababa. Abababa. What happened to Abababa? Abababa's out of here. What happened to him? Dr. D Nice Beaujolin, welcome back. Beanie Long, welcome back. I want to check in with y'all today. See how y'all doing. See how your summer's going. Hey. Let me find that flyer. Let me find that OSG flyer. Shout out to my OSG crew. I've been laying back off the golf. I've been playing a little bit here and there. On the weekends, I get out there and play a little bit. I might get out there later on today. That golf expensive, you know what I'm saying? I got a couple of cribs to pay for. Shit's crazy. Running a business. Sorry. You're trying to keep up with the Joneses. Easy, man. BT, what's happening? I got a call. I'll tell you about it in a second. So I got a call yesterday. Let's turn the music down so y'all can hear me. Well, in a second, I'll turn the music down. I just want a little bit of vibes. Let's vibe a little bit, y'all. My mind spray. If you don't know, you better ask somebody about the morning emails. Check them out, check them out. If you don't know, you better ask somebody about the emails, the morning emails, raw perspective morning emails. You better ask somebody. You better ask somebody. Let's go. Let's go. We back. Time is. Oh, I found it. Here we go. Yeah. I'm going to tell you my issue with. I got it. Boom. I'm going to show you what we're doing Saturday. Really, $30 is really charging for this? Hey, man. It's all good. Yeah, I'm going to talk about mystical. I'm trying not to, danger. Watch yourself. Whew. Jesus. Yeah, I'll tell you about mystical today. All right, yeah. I hate to talk about bad news about hip hoppers, but super talented artists. Good morning, everybody. Hello. Rapper Mystical was jailed in Louisiana on Monday, accused of rape more than a year after prosecutors dropped charges that kept him jailed for 18 months in another part of the state. Michael Mystical Tyler was arrested on a charge including rape and domestic abuse battery. Sheriff Bobby Weber of the Ascension Park just outside of Baton Rouge said in a Facebook post Monday the 51-year-old hip-hop legend is being held without bond on 10 charges, according to the sheriff's office. Inmate lookup. Attorney Joe Pierce of Shreveport, Louisiana, represent the rapper in an earlier case, said he believes the bond will be discussed in the hearing on Tuesday. I'm expecting it to be a big bond. Danger. Pierce said he was not being retained to tell his current case, but they're supposed to meet Wednesday and talk about it. Oh, boy. Mr. Cal. Tough, man. That's a tough one. When I hear rape charges, right? I immediately, my first thought goes to my daughters. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh man, if dude rape my daughter, I'm gonna do something crazy. And then, I start to really just get into, you know, the details of it. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I don't know. I don't know the facts of the case. I don't know what happened with Mystical. If he did rape these people, he had 10 charges. I don't know the whole detail of the story. I'm just telling you, it's not a good look. He had just got out. He was locked up for some time because some other charges, and I don't know what's going on. You know, I don't know. No means no. That's all I can tell you. I'm not sure, but Mystical, man, pray for you, brother. Super talented artist. I love his music. Yeah, I saw R. Kelly just got, found guilty. He's gone for, R. Kelly's gone forever. So, yeah. That's crazy. Dr. D Nice, we're going to talk to you today when 7 o'clock hour comes around. That's right. 7 o'clock is when we get it popping. We're rolling back into the summer, at the end of the summer. I hope your summer's going well. As you can see, no more green screens for your boy. We are in the place to be. This is my spot. Sans the blanket that I got from TJ Maxx, which I thought was a good blanket. I thought it was a good blanket. TJ Maxx, I'm straight. Got that blanket, man. And you see the little masterpiece is on my picture frame TV. I'm going to figure out how to put my logo up there. BT Awards in October coming up. We're going to be up there rocking. The world famous will be, they call me, talk to me. We're doing the Loud 25th anniversary. I'll let it go here because this is our inside crew. A little alkaline water. I'm just wrapping up my... And Unk's back in the gym. Oh, yeah. Unk's in the gym. Lifting weights, man. I didn't like to lift weights a lot. I used to lift when I was younger, but I don't like to lift weights. But I'm back in because of, as you get older, you got to put muscle on your frame. So that stops me from walking like Fred Sanford. You know what I'm saying? I tend to do a Fred Sanford impression when I'm not lifting. So let me get myself back in shape. Replace the golf with the weightlifting. Yes, I started doing a cost-based analysis. See, $100 every time I play golf versus $100 a month. Yeah, the cost analysis. Anthony Mosley, good morning. Good morning, everybody. This is Go Tuesday. Let's get some music popping this morning. We're getting ready to we're going at 7 o'clock, 6:38 in the morning. Unk's here. Let's go. We in the summertime. We rocking, y'all. Live on StreamYard, all on YouTube, we rocking. Oh, we didn't record it, but there we go. Now we are. Recorded the other way, though. Beanie Long, good morning. Yeah, that's crazy, Dr. D. Can you imagine, huh? Let's get back to the news, though, before we get started. So they killed one of the guys that planned and plotted the 9/11 thing. Al-Zawahiri, they got him, droned him on his balcony. Jeez. That American government, boy, they'll get your ass. Talk about that deep state. That state is deep. Ain't that something? Nancy Pelosi starting trouble. Oh, no. Hey, Lindsay, you want to read some of the news with me? Yes, I do, because I do not like that Nancy Pelosi. You don't like Nancy Pelosi? No, I do not like Nancy. Well, I like Nancy. Why you don't like Nancy Pelosi? First of all, I can tell you she thinks she a diva. She ain't no diva. She going all over to China and getting the Chinese people all mad. Why? She's going to China. She's going to Taiwan. She's going to Asia. She got to stop at Taiwan. The Chinese people are oppressing the Taiwanese people. No, that's not it. They need to mind their own business. Guess who makes your iPhone, Blaze? Oh, yeah, you're right about that. You're right about that. I know who makes my iPhone. It's the Chinese people. Let's not piss off the Chinese. That's where all your friends who like them Jordans. Well, I don't, I'm I'm not I'm a 50-something-year-old man. I'm not really impressed with Jordans like everybody else. I know that, but you have a lot of friends that really buy a lot of Jordans. I say, I guess, yeah. All right, yeah. Well, that's where they make them. Okay, all right. Michael Jordan. All right, I got you. Obviously, a Go-Go Tuesday. Lindsay don't like Nancy Pelosi. You sit your old ass down, Nancy, anyway. She'll go there and just, they mad at her. They're getting close to your boy Donald, though. I don't know if he's going to go to jail, but somebody around him going to jail, because them dudes are going to jail left and right. They all going to jail. They gave one guy 7 years. Nah, I wasn't surprised how they killed him. I was not surprised at how they killed him. They hit you with that drone, man. Come on, man. They've been doing that drone. Obama was the king of the drones, baby. Obama was tightening up. That's why Biden wanted to move out of there. See, Biden wanted to get out of Afghanistan. Everybody was beefing about it, right? Biden wanted to get out of Afghanistan in a way that was kind of just, let me just get out, because he knew that they still had air superiority and they could just, listen, I can on my phone pinpoint your house on my phone. You think that they can't knock somebody off with a drone? Come on, man. I could give me an address. I can look at your phone from a satellite. Look at your crib from a satellite. You think they can't knock a dude head off? Come on. The stuff that we got now, the gas going down, by the way, in case you didn't know. Gas was up to six and change. Jeez. It's down to $4 in Jersey now. It's going down and down. Let's keep the gas down. Come on, man. Oh, I miss Go-Go. I had not listened to this Go-Go set list. Let's rock out a little bit more. 6:43 in the morning, Unc to the house. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Let me show y'all the OSG Denim and White party. Let's just talk about that for a second. And obviously, Dr. D Nice is not coming up here to talk about it. Let me call Dr. D Nice. Let me get her going this morning. All right, guys, links in the chat. I prefer you guys, if you come in the chat, I really prefer that you turn your camera on so I can see you. If you don't want to turn your camera on, I can call you on the phone. You know what I'm saying? So just DM me your phone number. Let me call Dr. D Nice. If you're around, come on in. See how you been. I want to see what's going on with your summer. Hey, Dr. D Nice. Hey, what up, sis? How's your summer, Dr. D Nice? Welcome back. Welcome back. How is your summer going? Nice. Nice. So you came. Oh, you can see. Welcome to the new Lays. The Lays Chateau des Lays. Yeah. Interesting summer. A lot of different things happening. A lot of changes. A lot of good stuff. And hanging out with my boys this summer, playing a little golf with Easy Breezy, and hanging out with him this summer. Just normal, just taking off. Well, I'm still working. I'm not taking off, because my company is still, building and doing what they do. But Yeah, man, we still here, man. We still rocking, and I'm really enjoying my new place over here in near the water in Jersey. So I'm really happy about that. Oh, well, let me tell you something. The cooking show, I should not have let out, because I am doing a cooking show, and I'm on my third episode, and I haven't released it yet. We've been filming it, so I kind of let that out of the bag a little early, and I had to pull that back. Somebody saw it, but I have a great couple of episodes coming up with Allison Farrington. I got one episode with the kids where we do Benihana in the house. Because sometimes Benihana can be expensive, right? If you go do Benihana, you can spend like $600 if you got a family of five, So what I said was, why wouldn't we do Benihana? And I showed everybody how to make the same thing that you eat at Benihana in your house, and the kids loved it. And I had a bunch of kids in here, and they really enjoyed it. So that's going to be a great episode. And then also, my sister is going to come up, and we're going to do some Jamaican food. And then I'm going to come back and do soul food breakfast with my sister, Dr. Allison Farrington. That's going to be nice. Great. So let me ask you a question. You are not coming up for the new OSG barbecue. I'm feeling. It's August 6th. Mm-hmm. Oh, you bought your plane tickets months ago and it got mixed up. Oh, that is so sad. Yo, man. I am distressed with that because I hate to announce and then you know what? Oh man, I would have loved to see Dr. D Nice Beaujolais. That'd have been nice. The whole crew would have came up. That'd have been great. Yeah. You didn't get a refund on your ticket, or you bought them like you couldn't do anything with the tickets. Or you got the credit for them at least, so I mean, I feel bad if you lost money. I mean, that's not a cool thing. No, 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 no. There was a lot of because a few other people had to make changes too, and some people could not make some of the changes. So yeah, that was great. You're gonna miss a great one. It's gonna be an amazing event. I just want to let you know. That's right. But there'll be plenty more. So here we go. For those that don't know, this is the OSG Denim and White Affair, Saturday, August 6th, 12 Rose Hill Court, Hampton, New Jersey. It's the second annual Denim and White. So if you were there last year, you know it's going to be an amazing. And the tickets are only like $30. And it's really great. You're going to have food and all these events and everything. It's not expensive at all. So it's going to be a great event. Well, first of all, the music and the people is going to be amazing. The music, we have our DJ Silver Sounds, BT's own DJ Silver Sounds is going to be there. He is now the resident OSG DJ, so he'll be playing. Saturday, and then Uncle be there. I'm looking for a horse. I'm going to ride in on a horse that day. I'm looking for a horse, man. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So yeah, that mystical story is real, huh? Mystical a rape again. Wow, that's crazy. That's yeah, Mystical is a great artist, man. I hate to see it. I love his music, man. I hope he does. Also, another announcement. Speaking of BET, Unc will be. We're working on the details now. Unc will be in Atlanta in October with the boys. We will be doing the BET Awards this year. Yeah, so Uchi Tutsi. We're performing on the BET Awards live. Legendary status. Yeah, the world famous MOP will be on BET. Yeah, we'll be doing live. So you get to see your boy Unc up there on the set and the boys up there doing their thing. Yeah, that's going to happen in October. So that's going to be a great event. Well, the thing is, I never really like to do those things, but now that we're at what we call legendary status. So now what I do is because we're legendary status, I have to go do legendary status things. So there you go. BET. Shout out to BET. Shout to Loud Records, the 25th anniversary of Loud Records. Shout to all the people, and we're gonna go down there. We're gonna tear up. We're gonna turn up. We're gonna have a good time. And it's going to be an amazing event. And like you can think about all the rappers that are dying, people that are not here anymore. So it's great to have the boys here in good shape, fully functional, ready to rock. And you get to go see the MOP do their thing, man. It's beautiful. I love it. I love it. I love it. Yeah. Yeah, we're good. I like this TV. I like Facebook in the morning more than national TV, but I get it. I'm cool. I didn't do this to be on TV. You know what I'm saying? If I wanted to be on TV, I'd have been on TV years ago. I just wanted to enjoy the music and make great music, and you know what? To be appreciated for it and to be honored is a great thing. So yeah, thank you, BET. Thank you, Steve Rifkin. Thank you, Loud Records. The 25th anniversary of Loud Records will be on BET Live. At the BET Awards this year, so we're gonna be a part of that. Thank you, BET. Appreciate y'all for that. I don't know. Something MOP shirt. I'm doing an MOP T-shirt. I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do rock and roll. Rock and roll lays that day. Yeah. Rock and roll lays. Yeah, I wear different clothes. I got a horse. You got a horse, ja? You got a horse? I didn't know you had a horse. Yeah, I'm gonna ride a horse that day. If I figure it out, I'm trying to find a horse that I can use and not tear up because I think this is somebody's house. So I don't want to tear up their yard with a big ass horse crapping all over the place. So you saw yesterday's show a little bit, Dr. D Nice. And how'd you like that subject matter? We talked about, is it ever right to hit a woman? Okay, so you missed it. It was a great one. You got to look back at. You got to look back at it. You got to look back at it and see what's going on. It was a great show. And shout out to my boys, MC Sticky. He told a story of a woman who kind of like assaulted him, and he was like, "What do I do? How do I deal with this? Do I hit her back? If I hit her back, it's crazy." So shout out to MC Sticky. He handled it well. He didn't hit her back, thank God. And it all worked out. But then we got to that story, so it was great. So, yeah, we talked about it yesterday. That was on the show. We kind of covered it really well. So, everybody got on top of it. So I'm really happy about that. What kind of horse you got, Chef? Josh says he's got a horse. Because a lot of people, a couple things. Number one, I have a change in, my location. I'm in a different place now, obviously. And so I changed because this is a better time for me. And this is just, I'm here by myself, so I can set my time. And also a lot of people were like 6 was too early for them. So 6 o'clock, I'm still up, by the way, I'm still up either doing research or doing some yoga, working out, whatever I'm doing. But, I was like, let me just make the time a little bit easier. So 7 to 8 is a little bit easier for a lot of people because sometimes 6 to 7 is a hustle, bustle, and not up, all the other stuff. They're trying to get their family together. But 7 to 8's been a little easier for people to manage. So I thought 7 to 8 was, it was a good compromise. And now that, Unc is, you're seeing a bachelor Unc. So, bachelor Unc at 7 to 8 in the morning is a lot better than Unc at 6 o'clock in the morning. Yeah. You said you got 3 horses and 3 Shetland ponies. Nice. Yeah. Yeah. That'll be a great thing to do. I mean, 3 Arabians and 3 Shetlands. By the way, I have hay fever too, so I have a hay fever allergy. So I have a hay allergy. That's gonna be fun. Yeah, yeah. I'm on YouTube right now. We're on YouTube right now. We're chilling. And the problem with YouTube is I got to remember to turn it off because after the show is done over here on Facebook, I forget to turn the thing off on YouTube. So I'm walking around the house. You know, it's really a mess. Yeah, I'm gonna get banned on my YouTube page. You know what I'm saying? Taking my shirt off, I'm doing push-ups. It's crazy. I'm on the phone talking to people. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. So I gotta figure out how to deal with that. Yeah. Tears, 6:57 in the morning. I'm on with Dr. D Nice. We're about to get it going. 7 o'clock in the morning. We doing our thing. This is the Go Tuesday, the morning Yonas. We are back. August. I told you we'd be back in August, and we are back. Dr. D Nice doing that wisdom teethinger thing, and I can't wait to see the episodes. Well, Beanie, I come in at 6:30, so and do the preamble. That I do at 6:30. So maybe I'll catch you in the morning at 6:30 for a few before we bust a move. And also, you still owe me. I owe you a lunch, so we got to figure that out in your busy schedule, Beanie Long. Yeah, I know. 7 is too late for you. I know that. I know. I'm sorry, Beanie, but I come in on 6:30. I walk in at 6:30 with the music and everything, so we good. Don't worry about it. We'll make it work. Yeah, we'll spend some time. Yeah, we're good. No more. Everybody. Yeah. Oh, that's when you go into the woods. I will be down in the North Carolina area soon. I have a project to do, and also I got to connect with my brother, Big Daddy Kane. Big Daddy Kane. That's my bro. I'll make the announcement soon enough. I just got some work to do here, but it'll probably be in this month of August because I have some obligations down in North Carolina I got to take care of. Shout out to Cousin Mark and Christians. One day I'll get them on. Doo-wop, doo-wop, doo-wop. What a great summer. So when are we going to get this episode of Wisdom Teethinger, Dr. D Nice? Yeah. All right. No. I love it. So let's get it going. All right, I'm going to talk. I'm going to see you guys in a minute. Dr. D Nice, I'll see you soon. Love you, sis. Take care. We're going in 7 o'clock, everybody. Let's go. Hey. Come on. Good morning, everybody. And the new. Let's work. Let's work. Let's work.
Hey, Dad, it's Dahlia. Congratulations on your new show. I know how you get, so don't be too rough on them. Love you and good luck. Bye.
Love you too, Monkey.
Welcome to the Raw Perspective with your host, the incomparable Uncle Lays, a.k.a. Lays Elliott, a.k.a. Lazy Lays from the world famous, kicking it with you in topics about health, politics, music, art, culture, and now for your host, the legendary Uncle Lays.
Hey, yo. What's up, y'all? It's your boy.
Hey, yo, Lays, it's Rock.
Oh,
yo, get in there and tell the people what it is, man. Let them know what this thing is all about.
Oh, come on, man.
Information.
That's what we do. We get information. Try to get some inspiration. Get you guys ready for the fall. This is we are past the midway point of the summer. We are getting ready for fall. We're in August. Shout out to all my Leos. This is Leo season. So we rocking. I see your horses, Chef. Shout out to Chef. Let's get some shout outs this morning before we get the day started. Ja the Chef, good morning. Isabel, what's happening, sis? Cameron Z. Kelly Brown, what's up? Kimberly Robinson, good morning. Hold on, wait a minute, I'm working. Rashard Duncan, good morning. Tanya Hazel-Herstalkers, good morning. Millie Connor, good morning. Beanie Long, good morning. Willie Rave, good morning. Frank Twine, A.O. Owens, good morning. Francine Murray, Ron Perry, good morning. Pascali Agliardi from Italy, good morning. Catman, Kevin Wilson Sr., good morning. Adam Grosso, what up, Adam? What up, my man, Adam Grosso? Natalie Pant, good morning. Ferenc Ramatic Sticks, good morning. Arif Kinar, good morning. Will Larkin, good morning. Ill Will, my brother, Ill Will Larkin in the house, good morning, good morning. Patrice Maybe, Vivian Claudia, Karine Coco Litton, Diva Bree Moses, good morning, everybody. Easy Breezy, Dr. D Nice, Boja Lynn, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. All right, so 7 o'clock, man. You know, the thing is, I got to tell y'all, man, as we roll back into this thing here that we do, this thing of ours, this morning yawning, it's an interesting reality. It's a good little change of pace. I'm just having a good time doing it, man. So thank y'all for coming back and dealing with it in the morning. Shout out to my OSG family. Those a lot of my OSG guys are just getting it going. And we're moving into this next phase, man. OSG, another year. You know, when you're building something like OSG, you got to continue to build it. You got to, let people do their thing, and just sort of, I'm sitting back and watching it sort of grow and watch people take ownership in the coalition. We sit and do our board meetings and people are working hard for us. So shout out to all the people, especially the McKeesey family. And really, especially Denise McKeesey, who really puts in a whole lot of work to make this work. And they do a lot of sacrifices, personal sacrifices, family sacrifices to make this work. So shout out to them, man. They really do a lot of great work. And, they got a lot of stuff happening this fall. Now, on the announcement side, August 6th, we got that going. We got, I'll tell you, I talked about the BET thing, but, we'll talk about that further down the road. I don't like to talk too much about that until after I finished all the details. But just to know the BET Awards, be surprised. You may have a nice surprise. You might see Unc and the boys up there doing their thing, and that's just a matter doing the Loud 25th anniversary and getting their legendary status. You figure after a certain amount of years, they start to give you if you're an asshole, a consistent asshole for about a certain amount of years, they give you legendary status. So we were consistently assholes. Beanie Long, good morning. Yes, I know, but from 6:30 to 7, I know you got to leave at 7 to do your business. So it was kind of a compromise. So I come in at 6:30 and we roll into 7 o'clock and we get it going. Let's recap yesterday's conversation. Yesterday, we talked about, is it okay to ever hit a woman? And yes, there's no real excuse for hitting a woman. I'm going to just state that. And if you ever have to, remove yourself from the space. There's no really, I got what Rock was saying yesterday. He was put in a situation back then where he told the story about how his first wife had lost his daughter on the train. And he felt that the woman wasn't really, she wasn't, it It was kind of crazy. If you go back and watch that, you'd be like, how'd she leave? How'd she lose your 4-year-old daughter on the train? And then she's just home chilling. And you come in the house and she's home chilling. Like, she's like, oh, well, anyway. It never gets any easier, and it sucks to be you. What the hell? I got to tell you something, man. People talk about my book. Rock's book is probably going to be one of the best books I ever read before. So, and also Tanya Hazelhurst Dawkins gave it. So today's subject matter I want to talk about today before we get started. I want to say I want to give y'all an understanding of what I think is wrong with our young people today. And as a guy, as a young person who I knew was wrong with me, but today the young people are doing great. They're learning much faster, but it's different. I think the demise of the church in the African-American community on full level, where the young people didn't grow up in church, kind of hurt them, you know, in a way, because even in the poor neighborhoods, even I grew up poor, and I had a great situation where my father, in those years when I grew up, when I had my father, who was a Muslim, and then I had my mother, whose family was Baptist, I went to Sunday school. I was baptized. I went to Sunday school. I went to all the things so I kind of had, so anytime I run into a situation, I draw back onto my church. I find comfort in gospel music and all the things that, you know, you would normally find in church. You know what I'm saying? Even no matter what happened, I would find that. So I have that moral church sensibility. You know what I'm saying? Your grandmother, you had to sit there, you're listening to the pastor, and you're sleeping in church. Obviously, you know, as a kid, you fall asleep listening to the pastor, and then you get pinched in the ear for falling. All those things. After church, you go downstairs, you get your food and everything. But the whole ritual of church, the choirs, the songs, you know, the deacon, that whole pageantry that is church was a big part of our community for years and years and years. Nowadays, the kids don't have that. So now they don't have much to draw back on. I looked at it from my kids, right? And I looked at, you know, I've been spending time with my kids over the, you know, because now what I do is in my space, my boys come over and we hang out on the weekend, and, you know, we do some normal dad stuff. And I realized, man, wow, you know, I'm going to get my boys and bring them back to church on a weekend. I'm going to use that time to bring my kids back to church, because ultimately, if you don't bring you got to give your kids some kind of moral thing there, because the competition is so rough. You know, we're being competed. They're competing, you know, with video games and social media and all the things that you're competing with. And you can't have your kids in the church of social media. And I think what's happened is a lot of our children, you know, they don't have that moral comfort. Now, listen, as a bad kid growing up and confused and all the other things, even in situations where my life was tough, where I was, you know, whether I was homeless or whatever the situation was, I did find comfort in prayer. I would pray. I would say, God, please get me out of this situation. You know, if it be your will, get me out. As a young man, I had something to fall back on. I had some sort of thing. There was, you know, I had my belief as a young man to fall back on, you know, my belief in God. I said, you know what? And the prayer and the power of the Holy Spirit, I believed in that. And as bad as things were for me, I was able to find that comfort in that. Whether I was out in the streets or whatever the case may be, I felt the comfort. It almost felt like I had and I'm not making this a religious show this morning, but I'm just talking in practicality. Let's talk in secular practicality. It gave me something to hold on to. I find that today in our children in mass, you know, because we do have churches. I mean, you know, we had it, you know, and sometimes our churches can be a little different. You guys, you know, all know the story recently of Bishop Whitehead in Brooklyn, where the guys ran into the church and held him and my baby sister, Asia Dosheries Whitehead, at gunpoint, put a gun in the baby's face and robbed him of all his jewelry. You know what I'm saying? So ultimately, and I'm not saying, even though that may be as horrible as that isolated incident may be, it kind of told me something. It told me that, they don't even respect the church anymore. And my question is it the church's fault? Has the church walked away? The bishop, we can say the bishop is a fool. Obviously, from the outside looking in, I don't really know Whitehead well, but I knew Asia and Ashley. I knew them well. They're of good stock. Their father, Keith Doseries, was my boxing mentor, and all from Gleason's gym. And Keith worked in Muhammad Ali's camp. And Asia and Ashley were beautiful singers. They were on Bad Boy and Rockefeller days. I worked with them on many occasions. I got songs with them. I'll play one of the songs. Those girls were beautiful, and they could sing, and they were so talented. And it seemed to me that she was happy. Now, Asia had went through a whole lot of stuff, personal trauma and tragedy. She had health issues. And for her to come out of it and to be in a good space was great. I didn't know that. You know what? So a couple of things about that. So Josh says he gave a tour of his house and all of his fancy shoes and coats yesterday. A couple of things, right? And it's something we got to work on, right? So Muhammad Ali said this, and I was watching an Instagram quote with Muhammad Ali. The great Muhammad Ali said, "If I came to your house in a little car, well, first of all, you know the rules where we come from. As bad as those rules are, those are real deals. And let's pray and hope that they don't go to his house. You know what I'm saying? And do anything to his family. The man has a family, a wife, and a child, and all those things. So we want to pray for him and his family. But Muhammad Ali had said this. Muhammad Ali had said that if I came to you in the Yugo and or an old beat up car and told you to follow me, you wouldn't follow me. But if I came to you in a Rolls Royce, you would follow me. You would believe that I had something to give you. This is what the reality is. So by giving Bishop Whitehead the benefit of the doubt in this situation, I'm thinking that possibly maybe he feels that same way. Like, if I show you the blessings of God, if I wear those adornments on my body, if I wear that and walk around in the streets and show you that God got me, then you too can receive the gifts of his thing. I don't know. I don't know what his thought process was. I don't know where he is with it. I don't know where his mentality is. All I know is that if you're going to do that, then you got to make sure you put enough security out there for yourself, because there are a lot of people out there who you understand the rules. All right. If you're going to put that out there like that, then you have to protect yourself and your family. So, I mean, honestly, and he wasn't just doing, it wasn't about what he had on. He was also doing some financial stuff, some real estate stuff. And he's also was trying to show people how to be entrepreneurs and all these other things. So, I don't want to just give him, hit him with a stick about wearing a bunch of jewelry on the stage and all that kind of stuff. I just thought that if you're going to do that, you have to understand that men are we can be a little bit small, and you got to protect yourself. You know what I'm saying? I remember he reminded me of a young Reverend Ike. I don't know if y'all remember Reverend Ike, man. Reverend Ike would have all the jewels and everything back in the days, and he would sell those coins, and people would follow Reverend Ike. Reverend Ike Rencoda, right? So they would fill that church up with Reverend Ike's people. Nobody ever robbed Reverend Ike, but the thing about Reverend Ike was people loved some Reverend Ike. Reverend Ike was getting his pop on back then. So if he's going into following the footsteps of Reverend Ike, maybe, you know what I'm saying? But you still, back to my point of the conversation, in this climate, we have a lot of young children without that spiritual upbringing, that spiritual background, that morality clause to say, I'm not going to do that. I'm not just going to do this. Ain't right. Now we all suffer from. We all can be failed, right? We all can say we all can fail, right? We can be like, yo, man, I failed. I tried not to do this. I got caught up, or whatever the case may be. But in this case, it's not even like I got caught up and I did something wrong. It's like the moral wires have been switched out in some of these young children because they feel as if they can do these things. Now, I'm telling you, the way I feel and what I believe is that it's in this day and age, we are suffering the repercussions of the breakdown of the black family in this country. That is why it's like that. We are suffering those repercussions. People keep they make excuses, slavery, all this other stuff. Well, let me tell you something. As a guy old enough to know, when the black family was together back in the days, in the 60s and the 50s and all that stuff. Now, I wasn't here in the 50s, but my family was here in the 50s, and the mother and father was in a house together. But remember, in the 60s and 70s, my father, in order for my mother to get public assistance, my father couldn't stay in the house. You guys remember in Lyndon Johnson, they put this thing out there. They said, if you want public assistance, the man has to leave. And you know what? So they did an interview and they pulled some archives. And what they said was, that's interesting. What they said was, I'm going to get to that point, Chef. What they said was, it's interesting that you said that. What they said was they couldn't believe that the black family would choose the money over the family. They couldn't believe it. They're like, I can't believe that black people would take the money. The women would take the money and kick the man out the house. So let me break this down. Josh says the people don't fear God anymore because the preachers don't fear. Okay, I understand that. Let's break it down for a second. This is your boy Uncle Ace, Raw Perspective. Shout out to my OSG family. Shout out to my MOP First family. Let's just go in the jungle, right? Let's go in the jungle, right? And let's just use a pride of lions as an example, right? So when you have a pride of lions, they have the big male lions, one or two big male lions. It's sort of they grew up together. They kind of mate with all the women lions, and they have the babies. Now the young men male lions that grow up, the male lions that grow up in that pride get a little Deep Hawk's piece. The young men that grow up in the morning in that pride get a little, they start to get antsy. So the older men sort of bear down on them and straighten them out. And then when they get too big to deal with, they kick their asses out the pride. Now imagine you got a pride growing up, right? But there's no male lions to put the young ones in check, the young males in check. Well, you got what we got today. We got young male lions without having any of the big lions, the males, to put them in check. And that's what you got going on today. D Parks, good morning, everybody. And now you got those young male lions without having that base spiritual morality center that we used to get when we went to church as a young man, as a young boy, going to church every Sunday with your clip-on tie, going to the cotillion with your family. You had that sense of morality. You knew if you went to sleep in church, someone would pinch your ear. You know, you learn those gospel songs that you just hear over and over and over again. In a lot of situations in our community, I think the church has just sort of shrunk back and became their own thing. Shout out to Pastor Leo Colon. Shout out to the people that are out there fighting a good fight. But the church is kind of like walked away. And then we say, which to Dennis's point, that the schools have to take the place of what the church, the school now has to take the place of the church. The school has to do this now. And let me hit D Parks. I think this is a subject that D Parks can really speak to as a father. D, come on in whenever you feel like it. The school now is saying we're going to take the place of what the church was supposed to be and try to raise your kids. See, the problem with that is, and let me tell you why the problem is that. The problem with that is the school is 90%, 80% women trying to raise boys. Same problem we have at the house. We got women trying to raise boys, and the men ain't there to raise them. The men ain't there to discipline the boys. So yeah, you can provide safe and comfortable. I talk a lot about these wellness conversations with principals, and we got emotional wellness, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, but sometimes you need discipline. And it's hard to discipline. I know this for a fact because when my boys come over and deal with me, I discipline my boys. I don't say I beat them, just my presence lets them know they can't get away with what they think they want to get away. D Parks, good morning, brother. Welcome back. You know, D Parks, yesterday I had a great show. I talked about, and I wish you were here yesterday. We talked about, is it ever any reason why a man should hit a woman? Okay. I'm glad you said that. So we had a great conversation yesterday. We had opposing views on it. And if you ever get back into it, maybe we'll come back to that subject again, because I definitely want to hear your points on it. But today, we're back again. The season 3, the Raw Perspective Morning Emails. My man D Parks is in the building. We had a great time at the OTGC this weekend. How about that, man? That was an amazing time. Shout out to Alonzo Mourning, John Starks, my girl April Walker, man, just looking at her, gracefully, beautiful, just everything about. I'm going to get her on here one day, and then just all these amazing people that were there at the joint, man, just showing some. That was Black excellence at its finest. 23 years. Shout out to Wendell Haskins for really. Y'all saw Wendell on here, and. Yeah, man, diversity and inclusion, man, and it was a great time, and we had some fun together. So, and D Parks was working his butt off. he was there for days and days, just grinding, making it all work, man. And you did a great job, man. I don't think you get enough props for the amount of work that you put in, D. You know, I don't know if they really appreciate what you do. Josh said the bishop and Ja Rule was there. Yeah. Ja Rule. Well, actually, shout to. Yeah, here's how that happened. We walked into the PGA store. Now, Ja Rule is part of another golf crew that I play with, my hometown tour crew, which I'm leading that tournament. Anyway, just throw that out there. But anyway, Ja Rule, I played a few rounds of golf with Ja Rule. Ja Rule's a good dude, he's a decent golfer, nice guy, man. So we told him to come, and he was like, yo, I'm going to come and hang out. So him and BK connected, and then Byron Kirk, my boy BK, and then they came, and Ja just showed up, man, and just really enjoyed himself, man. Ja Rule's a good dude, man. Really enjoyed myself, man, hanging out with Ja Rule that day. And all the celebrities, we had a lot of celebrities, Roland Martin, just a massive amount of celebrities. They raised a lot of money for charity and all the things that they do. So shout them out, man. It was great. So anyway, today I'm talking about how the problems in our community, the hood, is happening now. I think is because, and I explained it, we lost our moral stream. But as a young boy, right, my father was Muslim, my mother was Christian, and my Christian side of the family, the Baptist side, had me in church as a young man. So even though I had strife in my life and things that I went through, I always had a moral code that I would fall back to, right? I would always and I always would pray. I would think about things from that perspective. I find today that the children aren't going to church anymore. They're not being brought to church. They're not given any kind of, and to my boy Dennis's point, Dr. Breezy's point, the school now has to step up and do what they have to do in order to balance it out. But here's the problem. The problem is the school isn't like the church or what the church is supposed to be. The school is more like, good morning, TD Lovin. It's just, we're talking about this morning, right? It's been heavy on my mind. The school doesn't have the same emphasis. It doesn't teach you that biblical morality, that Old Testament morals, the commandments, all those things that you should have in school. So, it teaches you how to learn. It tries to prepare for those social. And then the school is 80% women. So how do you maintain some of these young boys, and how do you give them guidance if there's not enough men in the schools to give them guidance? I find that now, and I gave an example of a lion tribe. I said, a lion pride. I said, a lion's pride, right? You have the two big males, right? And then they have the females, maybe 10, 12 female lions in the pride, right? So they start to have the kids, right? To have the little baby lions. So have some males, some females. Now the male lions grow bigger and faster and they become a little aggressive. But the big lions are always able to tamp them down and keep them under control. And when they get too big, what happens? They kick their ass out of the pride and say, go get your own pride. In this community, we are like a lion's pride with no male lions controlling the pride. So now these young lions are growing up without the guidance of the big males. And so now they just out there wilding. And when they get too big and wilding, the women, the mother lion can't do nothing with them. You ever see the thing when they finally get a kill and the two young male lions come and just eat all the food and like, fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying? You know? Yeah. So that's what, and I look at that as what's happening in our communities now. You know, and we're trying to do all these Band-Aids, you know, social emotional wellness, all the Band-Aids that we're trying to put on here. But those Band-Aids ain't working, not on a grand scale, because the violence is crazy. I mean, just using that Bishop Whitehead example, yeah, we can blame him for wearing jewelry, but think about robbing a church on camera, live, in broad daylight, in the middle of the day, a church. Of all the things that you would rob back in the day, from liquor store to grocery stores to banks, anything that you want to rob, it wasn't really something that you want to do to rob a church. That was just something different. I'm trying not to say that. CD, I'm trying not to say that. I'm trying not to say that. Crystal Monique, good morning. She said the church is 90% women as well. The grandmama and big mama are younger than they were in our day, and our church is on the back burner for some. Many have not connected, nor do they belong. D. Fox is hilarious. Nor do they belong to a house of worship. I like that, Crystal Monique. That's very true. But what? Huh? Yeah. Listen, I'm trying to ignore. I'm trying to ignore Bishop Whitehead. Well, it's about what you're praying to. It's about what you're praying to. In his prayer closet, he's praying to Gucci and Fendi. It's different. Tanya Hazelhurst Dawkins says the unfortunate lesson is we must study the word and follow God, not man. Not all pastors are like him. He was great until he was not. God isn't playing with anyone. So how do you feel about this, D. Fox? Yeah. Yeah. I think the moral compass has been compromised. T.D. Lovett says, "How can we learn lest we be taught?" I think the moral compass has been compromised because ultimately, in our community, let's take it back to the loss of the structure of our community. In the 1960s, they put down the law that said if you wanted to get public assistance, the man couldn't live in the house. So all through the 70s, there were houses where black men, were not allowed to live in the house, or else the mother could not get public assistance. So that kind of decimated, just as much as the drugs, that decimated the family structure. Before that, there were years and years of the family was the most important part of the African American community, even through slavery, through Jim Crow, through all of those things. When you came to your house to lynch somebody, to get somebody's son, you had to go through the father. Now, Bo, y'all can't come in here. That's my boy. We're going to have to get him now because he did this to a white woman. But you're going to have to come this. So then they had to come and get the father and the son. And the father wasn't going out without a fight. The thing about it was, so that programming went down as, listen, at the end of the day, my father. So when it came down to the 60s, the civil rights movement, the black men stood up. The men stood up and they went after these are black men that went up there and fought the fight. Where are the black men now? Black men, the way you take them out of the house, take them out of the family, and make them almost obsolete to the point where the black men are not there. We're trying to come back now, right? You see the black men, 100. Shout out to my boy Kevin, 100 Suits. A lot of black men groups are getting together to try to bring it back. Shout out to Damien Dash. He's up in Harlem with the crew trying to introduce some of the young gang members to each other so that they can at least know what's going on and be like, nah, this is your man, this is your boy, yet we all together. But ultimately, that's going to take some time. The women have stepped up. Our prayer closets are full of Gucci's and Jordans. That's the only that we respect. We respect Gucci. We respect Jordan. That we don't respect. We don't respect the family, because there is a demarcation line between the young and old. So OG used to be a word of respect. Now OG is almost a joke to some of these young kids. And that again, in what other society is that like that? In the Italian society, they respect their elders. In the Jewish society, they're not having that. The elder men, they get together, Yep. There's no more moving the furniture around. Let's come in the house, move the furniture around, and we're gonna straighten you out inside the house. Yeah, because you can't do that. The laws now, like for instance, my son, I had a little issue with my son where he was feeling creative. So he jumps on the train. He's 11 years old, jumps on the train one night and goes into the city. He has in his bag, he has hand sanitizer. He has a wooden sword and a backpack. So that, I guess that was, so he takes one of my credit cards, jumps on the train, goes into New York on the train, and then jumps in a taxi and tries to rent a hotel room with my credit card because he wants. So finally, they flagged his ass at the hotel, and they sent the cops to get him. And then obviously this is at the time it was crazy because the cops come to I'm like, where's my son? He's not in the house. I run to the city, I get him, we pull him back, we talk to him, whatever the case may be. But then the thing is, I realized, I was like, yo, so now child services has to come and check out what's going on, right? So they come to check out and to talk to me. The first thing they asked him and my other son, forget about what's going on in his mind. Does your father beat you? That's the first thing they asked him was, does their father beat you? So my youngest son, who at the time was 7, right? They asked him that, and he goes, oh yeah, he smacked me on my butt. So after they asked the questions, right? I heard the questions, right? So I walked out and I said, hey, well, listen, here's the deal. I'm gonna let you know right now. And then whatever you got to do, you got to do it. These mines right here. So I'm gonna straighten them out before you have to straighten them out, because ain't none of them kids you grabbing and putting in foster homes is going to be about nothing. What makes my kids is that I'm their father. So you're going to have to take that. I'm gonna start cooking a little while. Y'all want to stay around for dinner? Or let me know. They left me all the way along. No, Mr. Elliott, I'm sorry. Because I had to just check them. I was like, let me explain something to you. They my boys. So I'm going to check them before y'all check them. They going to need to understand and respect authority. Now, I don't, and let me tell you something. I spanked my son twice. I spanked him twice. You know what I'm saying? I didn't have to spank him. I smack them on their butt twice. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, just so you know. You know what I'm saying? I'm not playing. Anyway, so the point I'm making is we definitely, that's what we're here for as men. We're here to give guidance to the next generation. So we combine that with the lack of the moral structure, because remember, there's no moral structure anymore. I find that in young kids, everything is so instant that the games, the video games, the iPad, all of this stuff is instant gratification. There's no real moral structure in all these things. So what's happening? With what are you driving, a minivan? What's going on there, Deepak? Yeah, you working. Yeah, I got you. You working, man. But listen, Deepak, man, I mean, is there any way from your position, do you think, what can we do because can't keep talking about the problem without solution. What can we do to reclaim our sons? Yeah, but see the message. We start talking entertainment and all the other stuff. I just think that, yeah. Well, if you don't have a basic moral background, then those messages, the entertainment messages, become your moral background. So now all of a sudden, Lil Boosie or the baby is your Jesus. If you don't have any other, if you don't have that from the home, if you don't have that base from the home, see, the thing about it was I could listen to James Brown, I could listen to Diana Ross, Michael Jackson, but at the end of the day, I knew we had a moral background. We knew what the difference was, so we knew that was entertainment. In today's life, I think the entertainment is really real life for them. The line is very blurry. Yeah. Well, we can do it, but obviously it takes money to do it. LeBron James is a very wealthy man, so yeah. Ultimately, I mean, I see the problems here when you want to get something done in this scenario where if I'm not coming in with either my own money or somebody else's from the outside, the system is not set up to create these opportunities for us. So that's very important. Literacy is very, very important, Tanya. But the thing is, ultimately, there is no appetite for our children to be more competitive in the world if it's not coming from the outside. I see the fights constantly. Even in the education world. There's no appetite for our children to be better from the world of education, because then if they're better, then they compete with the grander population. So where is the appetite for the children to be better? That's the real truth. Yo, D Parks, man, thank you, brother. We back, man. Okay, brother, have a great day. That's D Parks. Shout out to my brother D Parks, man. Wow. TD Lovin', good morning, sis. So I talked about this with you yesterday. We had this conversation about our community. We want to be famous, not educated, and those messages are coming from from the adults. But I just think I think that we have the same mechanisms, just that the message is wrong. Like he said the pastor, Bishop Whitehead, which I don't know, so I don't even know I don't want to talk too much about Bishop Whitehead because that's like my baby sister's husband that I don't know well. enough to give my opinion on it, and I didn't see it myself, but they said that he was showing his Gucci closet. That was his prayer closet full of Gucci and all that kind of stuff. I don't know the purpose of that. I don't know why he would do something like that, but in your prayer closet, if you're worshiping Gucci, Eddie Long. No, Eddie Long. The bishop was just robbed in Brooklyn. That wasn't Eddie Long. Oh, okay. I'll send it to you now. That wasn't Eddie Long, right? That was the young brother, the whitehead brother, right? Yeah. Josh, send me the video. I don't know the video. I don't want to talk about it. But the point I'm making is, in your prayer closet. Okay, I got you. In your prayer closet, if it's like who you're praying to. You know what I'm saying? So ultimately, that's something we got to find balance in that conversation. And I think that's which leads to my first conversation, is like, we don't have our young people don't have that moral, that moral, whether it's Muslim, Christian, whatever the case may be, structure to hang on to. Doesn't have to be Muslim. Even the 5%ers back in the days, there was a thing where they held on to it. They held on to something. There was something that binded them together, some spirituality that binded them together. We don't have that. And I think our young kids are not having that, so they don't have that to lean on. They don't have it to lean on. So now, the things that I would hold to as a young man, I would hold on to my faith as a young man. When I was going through times of strife in my life, I would hold on to my faith. There were times when I wouldn't be in a good situation. I would hold on to my faith. There were times life would be. You're right. Our faith used to bind. TV, why don't you come in here? See, this is why you're so important. I'm sending you the link. I would hold on to our faith. My faith would get me through a lot of different situations. Now, even as I am, making the separation and starting a new life, it's my faith that holds me together, and that tells me that I believe that I'll be okay, that I made the right decision for the benefit of my family to make this move. I think it's our faith that keeps us together. I think if our children don't have that faith, that belief that they can be better, that there is something greater than them, and there's nothing wrong with the baby or all the little extra things that we do in life, the different rappers and all the other stuff. That's great, but that's not your whole life. We love Public Enemy and Big Daddy Kane. We loved KRS-One. We loved that, but that was the extra to the family. That was the extra to the family. We got to figure out how to find that balance. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, it's the faith, the family, the bind that makes you stronger. And then that other thing is the extra. The entertainment. Yes, The Avengers is a great movie, but your family is first. Uncle Lays, welcome back. Welcome back. Let's call TV this morning. Oh man, yesterday was a great show. By the way, is it ever good to hit a woman? No, we believe that. We believe there's never a good reason to hit a woman. I don't care if she hits you. Just leave the situation. Just move on. Move forward. Do something else. I don't care what the law says. Like even Rock said yesterday, well, the law says that you can hit a woman, and you can, if a woman hits you, you can get her arrested. Well, I'm never gonna call the police on no woman. I'll tell you that first and foremost. And if it gets to the point where she wants to hit me, I'm just gonna leave her. Oh, I see the video. He's showing this thing. I don't know. I don't know anything about that. That's just I don't know. I don't know. I just know that I love the Dos Reese family. They are very good people. Asian Ashley and Keith and young Keith Jr. I've known them for years. They're good people right out of Brownsville. And I just hope that family finds healing. And I hope that this brother finds healing. He seems to be a young, smart guy. And I hope that it works out. And I'm not going to pass judgment on something I don't understand. I don't know. I'm just glad. He's safe. I'm glad that the family is safe, because it was a very that could have went left, especially with the baby. They have an 8-month-old baby, and we want to pray for that family. But where's your moral background? What is in the mind of those guys that went in to rob the church? I know that the conspiracy theories are out there. Some people are saying it's insurance. I don't want to say that. I'm saying basically, based on what we know, what is in your mind? What is in your moral compass? Have we lost it as a community? Is our moral compass the same as rap compass? Is that what we're doing? Is that what we are? Or do we have some ability to bind it? I use the church as the catalyst in this conversation, because I felt that back in the days, we all went to church. Clip on tie, we go to church, moms would go there, we'd fall asleep in the church, and grandma would pinch your ear and give you a piece of candy to keep you up. After church, we went to Sunday school in the morning. Then after church, we would go and eat food downstairs in the church, and then we would have a thing. The church would do bus rides, we do cotillions. Everything was centered around the family in the church. Yeah, but TD, you're going to come in here and you're saying a lot of stuff, TD. I want you to come in and say it. But yeah, our moral compass has been eroded. And I'm not blaming social media, because I think the social media and I think the music, entertainment, movies, and all that stuff are just add-ons, because other cultures are not having the same problem. Other cultures are not having the same issues. Yes, as a whole, society has a moral issue, but other cultures are not eroding as fast as the African American cultures, in which I attest, which I sort of make it really just about the lack of the male, the father. African American father is no longer the head of the household. No, who's not? Okay. Yeah, African American father is no longer the head of the household. Yeah, TD's here. Good morning, TD Lover. Good morning, sister. You know when we had this conversation, I was going to go there, right? I was going to go there. I was going to, because this has been a heavy conversation on my mind. TD Levin, host of Fresh Start Focus. Good morning, sis. Good morning. Yeah. Right. 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 In the 1960s, the Medicare, Medicaid, and old age health insurance, food stamps, and food assistance programs were the expansion of the social net. And but the rule of the social net in the 1960s and early 70s was that if we were to give that social net to the what they created the word that fabricated welfare mom, you know what I'm saying, which was supposed to be a black woman, and it was impossible for the black woman to be the welfare mom because in society, black people are not enough to really hamper the welfare system. It was actually white people that were on welfare, way more. Black people, only 12% of the population. White people at that time were we kind of average and maintain 12 to 13% of the population, whereas white people who were in mass, 10 times as many white people were on welfare. No, I'm sorry, that's 6 to 7 times more because based on the population, black people were at a rate of 30. I'm looking at the numbers. 37% and white people were around 33%. But if you do the numbers based on the population, right? You do the numbers, you find that white people who at the time were, 100 million, just give you basic math. So 100 million white people versus 150 million white people versus 30 million black people. Obviously, you realize that, white people were actually a bigger drain on the welfare system than black people. But the picture was an African-American woman. Yeah. Right. Right. Of course not. Yeah. Right. 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 Well, the urban centers. Here's where it really worked against us. The urban centers, the housing project systems like NYCHA, they wouldn't allow the black man to be in the house if the family was on public assistance. Right. Which then further separated the father from the family. So you've taken the father away from the family. So you have 35 years, and then creates the resurgence or the surge of very powerful black women without the father. But then that whole concession of I don't need no man. I don't need no. Don't tell me. I don't need a man in my life. I don't need a husband. I don't need a father, anything. And then back to the old Kevin Samuels topic, you end up, these women are growing older and dying alone. And therefore they have no guidance for their sons. Now they're having sons. They still got the sons, right? The baby mama's still in the house, right? She's still there, but the boys are being raised without a father. And therefore that cycle continuing, which is adding to the social, the moral decay of the African-American community. Right. 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 Yeah, but they had to trick. They had to trick the women. The women had to get tricked. See, the technology is with the women. The women then accepted the programming, and they didn't realize that by kicking the man out, I'm gonna do this myself. I'm a mother and the father. they was then setting the demise to what we have now, where we have a lack of guidance for young African American men to the point where we've marginalized them. We've helped the decimation of our race. We helped them. I think it's a combination of both things. I think the men and women have to get together and have these conversations. I think men, we have to regain control, and we have to start them young, and we have to reinsert the man as an authority figure in the Black community. We have to reinsert the man. We have to put him back there as a partner to the woman. You know, men are builders. You know this. We have these conversations. Men are builders. Men build bridges. You know what I'm saying? We need to reinsert that into the conversation, because what happened is we having a lot of young men growing up there with female tendencies, and that is not a good thing. So this Hispanic community, right? They make less money. So here's how it works, right? And the Chinese man, right? The Chinese man, he makes the most money per couple. Then the white guy is behind him, right? You know, they just have more white people in America. Then the African American man is there. The lowest guy in this scenario is the Hispanics. The Hispanics make, and these are all, you can go to blackfacts.com and look at these numbers, right? This Hispanic man averages about $36,000 a year. That's the lowest. The Black man is about 43,000. The average white guy is about 50,000, and the Chinese guy is around 65,000, right, a year, right? This is men, right? And in every scenario, the only person that's displaced out of their community is the Black man in that scenario. Even the Spanish man, who makes the least amount of money, can go back home, and his woman will cook for him, and they have intact families. And the Hispanic man's family is actually doing well, better than the African American family. That is real. Well, everything is general. We're not talking to the abstract. So yeah, I mean, obviously in life, everything is general. So I'm just using it from a general space. I'm not talking to the abstract. I'm just using whole numbers based on the entire society. I'm not talking about just because I got a cousin who's a baby mama from a Spanish guy. No, no, no. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about in general, the Spanish families are Hispanic people are at that space. There's no appetite in the community. They won't sell. You see, you have to understand something. They won't sell, right? And then, but who's buying it? That's the point. The point is, if we are continuing to eat McDonald's, we keep buying it. We know it's bad for us, but we keep going to McDonald's because it's easy and it's cheap to get. Then why would we go home and cook? They even did a report that said that we don't even cook anymore. We don't even cook anymore. Sorry. Yeah, we don't even cook anymore. We eat out so much that so the food is so bad that the processed food that we're eating is causing us to have cognitive decline, because we don't cook anymore. We don't even, back in the days when you came home every day, somebody was cooking. That ain't even happening no more. Everybody's eating out, fast food, whatever, Uber Eats, all the other stuff. Somebody else is cooking the food. They said it takes us 4 minutes to clean our kitchen now. Yeah. The show's over today, but yeah, let's close on this. Right. Right. So you're saying it's not even the schools anymore. It's not even education. It's faith and families. Right. Wow. The key to our community is bringing back the family, and does in faith and family, faith and family. Well, TD, let me tell you something. We will be speaking faith and family from now and forever forward on the morning emails. And again, I appreciate you, sister. I want to thank D Parks and everybody else who came in. Faith and family, guys. Faith, family, education. Those three things together make it work. Have a great day, Tanya. Everybody have a great day. Thank you guys for coming out this morning, enjoying the process, join the conversation. We'll be back tomorrow, Reggae Wednesday. We are back. Season 3 of the Raw Perspective Morning Emails. Faith, family, and education. Let's bring the fathers back. Y'all have a great day. Love you, sis.
Hey,
Lord Master.
what's happening?
I was just wrapping up the show.
Okay.
Yeah. I was wrapping up the show. So are you doing your class or whatever you're doing this morning?
Yeah, I'm on my way to what do you call it right now, and Travis needs me to come to Barrow
Okay, what time?
at 12.
What's happening at Farrell's?
He's doing something with one of those artists, so he needs me to record them.
Okay, yeah, that's cool. Okay, yeah, that's cool. And then so let's get to her school one day this week.
We'll do it Thursday.
Yeah.
Thursday I'm off. Thursday and Friday I'm off.
Okay, we'll do it Thursday and Friday. Okay, we'll get Thursday and Friday. That's cool. Yeah, I'm
You got
here.
the video ready?
Oh yeah, so I want to talk about the video because there's certain things I want to do to it. If we have time to go over it, I kind of looked at it yesterday. One, I want to redo it because it looks like I'm reading it, and it does not. I don't like looking like I'm reading it, so I need to be a little more comfortable with it. And I also want to I want to catch me doing it. Like I want to do another one when I'm outside walking along the pier.
Oh yeah, that'll be nice.
Right. Add to that. And then also when I talk about MOP, I want us to put some footage in from MOP. Billy loves this whole thing, by the way. And also my name, Lays Elliott, has 2 T's. And I want to cut in some of the work we're doing. Like I want to cut in the crew. Like I want to cut you. I want to cut Horace. I want to cut, we got to cut and show the crew. So now we can keep this, but then I need another cut of me in like regular clothes, not a suit, walking and sort of just talking it out and making that work.
Okay.
Yeah, let's make it dope. You know.